Hey peeps, welcome to Four Clairs, or welcome back to Four Clairs if you're returning. Appreciate it. This will be a collective reading. This reading is timeless. Whenever it finds you is when you are meant to see it. And as always, don't force a square peg in a round hole. Alright guys, so what I'm getting is something about someone being tangled up in a web of lies. Okay. Alright, and we're getting, first up, straight to tarot here, Eight of Swords. So, this is a mental prison. Someone is in a mental prison. Okay, and they're in a mental prison about a Two of Cups connection. Okay, so possibly one with you, or possibly one with someone else. Okay, and I'm getting Queen of Swords, okay, and King of Swords. Okay, so that could be an energetic match, okay? So a connection with an energetic match. So two honest, truthful, fair and balanced people. Okay, and then we are getting Nine of Swords, Sleepless Nights, okay? So Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and we see swords progression here. Interesting. Okay, Hangman reversed. Okay, someone doesn't want a new perspective. I'm not sure who that is. I'll put that over here for now. Can we get more about the Hangman in reverse, please? Ah, okay. We're getting the Devil. I will flip over the double card due to the tatas and peepee weepies and all that good stuff. Alright. So, I'm thinking the person that does not want a new perspective is over here with the stuck in a mental prison, sleepless nights, and this toxic devil energy. Right there. Five of Pentacles. Okay, you feel left out in the cold. Nine of Wands, carrying all the heavy burdens. Okay. Can we get more on this Queen of Swords, King of Swords, emotional connection? Okay. Five of Cups, sadness. Empress. Okay, so I think that's you guys' energy, along with one of these counterparts of the King or the Queen. Gender does not matter in tarot. And Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that you guys moved on to calmer waters. You moved on from a connection or from connections. Okay, Judgment. Da 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 da. Flip it over due to the tatas. Alright, you called judgment on a situation and you moved on. Okay, and to reiterate that, here we go. Chariot. You definitely moved on. Moved on to calmer waters. You and your Chariot. Okay. For a new passionate beginning. Alright. Eight of Wands. And the High Priestess, because you knew what was up. Okay. Ooh. Death. Okay, you deaded this situation. So that explains why they would be having sleepless nights, sad, carrying the heavy burdens, and all of that. Okay, and you had to be strong to do this. Okay, let's see if we can get some what's the news here. TikTok, deadline, procrastination, and too busy. Okay. So, I think they were too busy to give to the connection. Sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situation side piece. Okay, so this could be a romantic thing, or this just could be people kind of, like dealing both sides. Like you got, those friends or those frenemies or those people, that run to one side and gossip about whatever. They play both sides. They run to the other side and gossip about whatever. That kind of type thing. Oh, and before I forget, unrelated specifically to this reading, I'm going to be doing a Twin Flame Soulmate Live. Okay, that will be coming soon. And what that will be is I'm going to answer any and all questions that you guys have about twin flames, soulmates, in specific your twin flame or soulmates. If you have any questions related to them, or if you just have general questions about those types of soulmate connections and twin flame soulmate connections. Okay, and it's going to be about an hour long. It's coming very, very, very soon. So if you're interested in that and you want to hit the subscribe and I think notification, and then when I go live, it will notify you and you will know. I'm thinking it's going to be an evening read, not too super late. I'm on the East Coast time zone in the United States. So I'm thinking very soon, and maybe around like maybe 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, probably within the next few days or so. That is the plan. Okay? Alright. Let's continue. Okay, and now I'm getting player, playing the field, not looking at settle, seeking options. Okay, so you might have had a sneaky link, and that's playing the field, not looking at settle, and seeking options, and they ran out of time. You deaded the situation, you moved on. Okay, and now you are a brick wall, your defense mechanisms are up. Alright. Makes sense. Okay, anything else for the what's the news? Swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotion. So this might be one of those situations where after you were gone, they realized how much they really loved or cared about you, how much you really were an energetic match, because we have the Two of Cups up here, and we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So it might have been you're both honest, balanced, fair people, or had the propensity to be, but they got caught up in some side situations or wanting to keep their options open, not wanting to commit, ran out of time, you didn't care. Now they're realizing how much they really did truly care about you. So maybe you made a player change their mind, collective. Machismo, okay. Masculine pride, toxic masculinity, and meeting manly expectations. Oh, yeah. So they might have had their bros or whatever, or for girls, their lady friends or whatever, chirping in their ears, saying, oh, I think you should keep shopping around. I think you can do better. You know what I found? This is so hilarious to me. Oftentimes people will come towards you, okay? And it can be friends, it can be a work situation, it can be romantic, whatever, right? And they think that you are really amazing, because honestly, collective, you are. You're amazing. Even if you're sitting here watching this now, listening to this now, do you even realize that you've already grown so much more than so many other people on this earth, because you're trying to like move forward, do better, get better, whatever, okay? As opposed to just staying completely within the confines of the matrix, and doing the same after each time. But anyway, so I found personally, people will come towards you in some sort of connection, and they'll be really mesmerized by you. They think you're really fantastic, you're really great, and they really like all the really wonderful qualities you have. And that's going to be different for everybody, right? For example, I had a friend years ago, and really, really, really loved that I was strong. That I was a strong person, a strong personality, really tough, could take a lot, do a lot, get through a lot, okay? And that same thing later ended up being something that, not that they hated about me, but that was hard for them because they felt like I didn't need them around for their support or whatever, that I could do stuff on my own. But instead of just being appreciative of the fact that I can be strong on my own, and it's a good thing that I don't constantly need them. They, sometimes people want like a damsel in distress, even for friends, right? They have to have people that they can help all the time to feel better about themselves, all right? And then okay, so I'm getting Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die. So they're probably viewing now this connection, the feeling like you were really like their person, okay? And I'm getting honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, and feeling all the feels. Okay, so maybe they're going to try to come back in towards you, and that's what they're hoping for, and to put the toxic masculinity aside. Okay, and then I'm getting bye, Felicia, peacing out, thank you, next, leaving and not caring. So this could be you guys' energy, where you're saying, no, I don't want to entertain that again, no thank you. No thank you, ma'am, no thank you, sir. Or it could be they're piecing out from another connection that they had that might have been karmic or not in their best interest to come back towards you, okay? So that will depend upon the situation and the person. Okay, anything else? Got a few that flipped over. Let's see what they are. Long haul. Okay, so in it for the long haul, in it to win it. I put that with the Bonnie and Clyde. Light bulb moment, sudden realization. I'm going to put that over here with the swept up honeymooning. Chain codependency. Okay, I'm going to put that with the bye, Felicia. Heart to heart. So this person coming in wants to have a heart to heart with you. Okay, extra. So maybe they could be a little bit extra. Maybe they thought you were a little bit extra, but it ended up not being true. All right, and then I got dirty money. Laundering, stealing, illegal. Okay, so maybe they were into some shady stuff. Or maybe they were around some people that were into some shady stuff. And they want to peace out, bye Felicia from that situation and not be involved in that. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So sometimes what happens is you have people that come towards you and they think you're great for whatever reason, okay? And it could be a variety of reasons. And then sometimes what will happen is another thing that can happen is they get really in their ego and they think, oh, well, if I could get this really awesome person, that's my friend, or this really awesome person, that's my girlfriend, boyfriend, or this really awesome job or whatever, or position in this person's life, then I can do even better. But oftentimes, confirmation outside, but oftentimes what happens is that the person that they thought was so great was just giving them a chance because they're a fair, balanced person. I know a lot of people will come towards me. Passion. A lot of people will come towards me and, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, regardless of social class, income, status, etc. I just like to get to know people, at least on a friend level, and form my own judgments, okay? But then, then if people want to peace out and decide that they don't want to F with me anymore, like, that's cool. Travel, yep, move on. And then, I'm not the kind of person to let people in and out of my energy, though. Okay, I think I did a reading about Tesla charging station. So, yeah. Friendship, so this could have been a friendship connection, and they could be viewing you as more than a friend now. This could have been someone who's your friend, and then realize they really, really like you a lot. Okay, yeah. I'm getting love, so they might be realizing that they really, really love you. Interesting. And peace, yeah. I think you guys are at peace with the situation regardless. And home. I'm getting home again. I think I got that in the last reading. So maybe they're viewing you as home, or you feel like home. Beauty. They think you're beautiful. There's something really beautiful about you inside and out. Okay. Let's see if we can get some emotions to wrap this up. How you feel when this person comes towards you. Calm. Okay. So you can be calm about it regardless. Whether it's a toxic person or not, you're going to remain calm. Disappointment. Okay. So you might be disappointed they took so long to come forward. You might be disappointed that they're even bothering you again. Depends upon your situation, right? Okay. Anything else? It looks like that's it. Let's see if we can get a little encouragement card for the collective, please. Cyclops. Okay. Excuse me. I will let you see things as they really are so you can make the wisest decision. Cyclops, yeah. So I'm getting here is that you kind of watch this person, this connection, whoever it is to you guys, however it's resonating, and you watch them get tangled up in a web of lies. It might not even have been their lies, okay? It could have been people around them. Like I said, you know, their bros or their girlfriends, a clique, a group of people, and, you know, an organization, a school, a town, a state, a place, a family, whatever. And you watch them get swayed or move away from you energetically. Yep. Okay, confirmation. You watch them move away from you energetically because of basically outside influence, okay? So, yeah, you watch them get tangled up in a web of lies. All right? So, that's what I have for you, collective. Hope you enjoyed the reading, and until we meet again, see you guys. Bye.